Right, the seat belt and buckles are done on the Tamiya Ferrari Testarossa. Now I'll walk you through how I did it. Basically the same process for the monogram. First you take the seatbelt material coming from Model Car Garage. You're going to super glue the bottom of it to the seat, right where the indentation on the seat is, as that's where the seatbelt would be routed on the real car. Then you're going to cut out the seatbelt buckle. I'm using this one here for this car. You're going to cut that out of the photo etch set, also from the Model Car Garage. And you're going to thread it onto the seatbelt material using tweezers. Nice set of pointy tweezers are perfect for this. You're going to thread it onto the material and you're going to bring it down. You can see I've already done that. You're going to bring it down and you're going to have it rest right at the upper side bolster, upper part of the side bolster, or it would rest on the real car. Be back with that in a second. Okay, here we have the seat belt routed onto the seat, and the buckle is right there, as you can see. It'll be positioned toward the top. Now the next step you're going to do is you're going to put a small bit of super glue right under the seatbelt here on the shoulder to hold the seatbelt in place, as there's always tension on the seatbelts because their seatbelts and retractors will always have them tight, so you can't have it just flopping onto the seat. So you're going to put it right there on the upper part of the lumbar. You're going to put a drop of super glue, lay your seatbelt buckle right here on the upper portion, and then you're going to route this to the interior of the car. Okay, where are we? I need to take toothpick and I just lay a just a drop of super glue right here on the shoulder.
Subscribed, please do so. I'm not one for looking at statistics, but somehow I have done this time on YouTube.
Right there. And then you're just going to drape. Oops. It's kind of hard to do this while holding a camera. You're just going to drape the seatbelt over the shoulder, over the top part of the seat bolster. Okay, now you just drape it over the upper lumbar, upper part of the side bolster on the seat. You let the seatbelt buckle hang also on the upper part there, and as that's where it would be, so you could grab it and pull it over. And there you go. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to measure your buckle out. You're going to, or what I like to do is I like to drape it over the side of the interior wall, as if it's going into the body of the car to its anchor points. And that's pretty much it. Next thing to do is to make the buckles that are going to center consoles. For that, I will cut the buckles out of the... I use these for the buckles. I will cut them out. I fold over the flaps. They're painted black with a red button on them, which I can show you the finished product here on the Tamiya. And there you have your seatbelt receptacles. Give you a really good look at that there. A little extra light on there.
again with another one, do the Mark III
And with
super round at some point. But for now, let's get cracking.
And there you go.
You've probably already seen the thumbnail.
A little super glue on the edges where you fold them over, and they sit, and it'll sit right on the center console and give you a nice looking seatbelt buckle. There you go, and that's all there is to it. I know it sounds a lot easier than it actually is. Dealing with these tiny little photo etch parts can be a little bit of a bear, but it's worth it. Okay, that's it for now. Here we have a buckle in the process of being made. I grab one end with one pair of tweezers, and then I grabbed it from the rear with a pair of tweezers, and then I grab each end with another pair of tweezers, and I gently just fold the ends down. You can see.
So just to add a little bit of detail, I'll just make some little slithers to stick.
And that makes your housing for your seatbelt. Now we're going to put a little paint on it and get that ready for install. Here we have both buckles bent into shape and painted, ready for adding the red button. To do that, grab a toothpick. If we can see it here, there it is. Toothpick, little red paint on the end, right across the end of the buckle, and that creates the button. And there we go. We have the finished buckles with the buttons painted, ready to be installed in the car. Just have to wait for the paint to dry, and then they're going to be installed one on each side of the center console, one for each seat. Basically exactly the same as I did here. Little tip I picked up is use masking tape to hold your pieces as you're cutting them and to lay your photo etch down, because I found out the hard way that when you cut, they tend to like to go flying through the air as they pop off the metal sprue. So tape helps a lot.